My Mamunina Ajo aha a TV XYZ so and watching power 97.9 FM radio XYZ and so 93.1 who take us your boy Ebi and then you bring some who do dear him yamaimo and yes who a dread best will say and you run sia a kind Kasiebo now ye comes a Kasiebo to feed and Kasiemu ewo osu 37 Abebese Street to Swa at your pete ewo yafle stations a who do emon Ubetia be ewo voter power 94.1 ho global FM ho sharp FM takra den shoma 92.1 kran kwanta buem FM wo ja second jinyame 107.7 ewo sampa nanom 92.5 ewo afugos western radio lembele KFM ewo kpasa Angligi FM bole enu achi rich FM wasinfo so Trinity FM bogo so high radio ewo bechemoti radio dambai wempa sampa widi FM ewo pusiga bunu FM ewo sunyane Loud Silence TV wasomu ewo enkran na face USA enu achi no Sunset FM krom nyansapo 89.9 FM ewo shama wubo remu ewo amone nso a yenuanum radio SM online womu abiemu Apple 68 FM Virginia USA tune no eye power 97.9 Daisy Radio Italy Adamfopa Radio ewo Paris J Life Radio UK OPD Radio UK my XYZ online.com ya crunchen something ina go hodma wo betimi akwoken bi enu achi no ubo remu multi TV digi boss no so a radio XYZ information centers no dodo no a nwumrei wo mo abiemu a wo to Kasiebo yi epeti ko Facebook no so a power 979 ya na the comment na to wa like na wa share de amayen na nwumrei no nsia Kasiebo no de dimu akotire no bi enie
Ghana amampani Yero John Dramani Muhammad ya tudwa so di ho ya se ene HIV mwa no etre wo mabunu mu etichiu
Ghana mampanyi dia tudwa kire niema hodo bi e betimi abo man Ghana mpuntuo na timi afa ne ntoma papa bi de efra
ene so afọ ya wono na show man Ghana ama no ne ehon nsam suero kuje to abla kwade nchiemu aba fa nsem bi eno ene namo se Ghana ban ekopie mu yu na ye to abade afa LGBT ho no watwe ne ho de agyancho twa sansem no enye no kwasem
Oh my Ghana buying etia ye ya sabre no sika sombo $30 million US ya no ye grant ya nya free China mine mu a wo kire mu a flower market no wo de be hyase asie
ene ya pipi amanyoko no kokko to se ablekuma na ofa bato mpeso aso aba ye kwoto biem no rera no wo mo bonyo so ntinka kwoto mfanjanhye to so amane achen sa asem ne aboto ago election watch se wo mo asem ka e wo sansem ne
na wo sofo ye o show my Ghana amandwe enso srese nakok wonjumadi hodo de egu akwam ne se yeboa enubone yetuase ewo ma emu no Ghana fo nyina entachire
amenfi wasemra se bedwane ria to manfo nyina enim kankan wo wo nwumeko ahodo se 24 hour economy na ye pa eno nti obi ansom twetwe na emu bi
na dom kuma wo ma memra hye bedwam wo ma friends am trofo nhia mu ya wo mo ebo aban subo pa se wo ma bo o man Ghana kasika sombo 1.2 million US dollars adan ye na no ada o man Ghana ye passport no wo mo asan kolonchi ni biem wa bre ya wo mo MPP abreso wo mo di sa adwuma ni nyina ho nsem no ye de besomo
adesma man nsem wani afoforo pina aka ho anwumre ye de somo se no nsia bre mu aka Kasiebo ka hye no se Kasiebo ye live on Facebook Power 979 FM TV XYZ Facebook and our face so no call YouTube no so a obenya yen ewo XYZ broadcasting nyumeko bi adama nyume wo boy chidom yen ka wo se mensa ka promo ne guso den titwa bi star 274 hash wo dem bi ubedi na afi wadi ni ye MTN so the eSIM no aba eboa se de be ya bia wo ko bia no wonsesa sim ne mum obenya ba ko ede ujuma Spanish for tie chia wo de Galec mission ne capsules no wo de eboa Let's Talk Education Consult see ye man ntitie mo no enema be ko ya wo monsem de wonti ote wo twa de fa nkoda ne bra na ye nhwe ne ma sebe wo fo ye do twe ya no watoba hawa ye mre a 3P Galec mission na no mo a ebe bo asiesie wo se hepatitis na ha wadwen dia ene na wo ne power specialist eba for ene nkita ho no mo a Little George wo de kwa mesha be adwama so eboa papa eya pebinom na emo solar kese a wo ho asem kidney ene ho nsem no fada wo mo na wo mo show osteoarthritis die wo ma wo sase de ye manso ketekete kra eni sa ensase ne so ena afisa ye malaria ene ha wo typhoid a wo do ni ruta mesha ne ruta titanic ebe bo apa haxa de ye de kum all sania tuna se haxa mixture ene ne capsules adwuma eye bi ene no na emema no wo makagina mu edie eye Edu Herbal Clinic SMTesa wode aba adwama so mede Moses de wo boy ma prostate sem nyina no yetimi etuase enwumeko ya foforo bi batatuo bi ene omo nyina eboabo chidoma nwumrei am ye de Kasiebo mo boso yi ye de asomo
akenka fo mo ti enka nwumrei mimidin da chima akosia oforiwa amanfo mene
amapoma checheku
Adishmema yeshe Kasiebo no asedi free Ghana mampanyi His Excellency John Dramani Mahama akache ne ene mampanyi atena ye wo pa odwumadie bi eho entoma ya ne nyina ne senhya hodo omanyi yedi gu akwamu aboa ma empuntuo no daneda atimi egyina ne nan eso na mampanyi His Excellency ede atodwa ya wo kire se sustainable development goal ye SDGs no abrene wo se yehwe na yani etimi ekoho pa na wo kire mu a ubo ramba bi ti se ewiase amansa nyina na asempo no man Ghana ni abibre mama hodo a wona diso de huna wode asi womu ani so ye no eye African Union's Agenda 2063 no wo man Ghana yeso so no ye boye ho modene se ye betimi adrusa empempen so no na mampani kire niema hodo bi a se ye ma ye ni ekohu ye no a ebetimi abo man Ghana empunto pa ebini se ye dwuma yem no ye behwe se ye beye dwuma no ewo kwan papa so enwachi kura no ye ka enwuma sua ne titiriw ahyase de ne ye basic no ewo se ye ma ye ni ekoho ye pa ena fenso ahonidie ye sanitation enso ya de a eboa ma oman bia no emu etimi etie na emu enkran kɔ no so no abre no etimi ejan na so ena fenso energy se ya ho ne de no abre no ebetimi ejina ne nan eso mampani kire se ankrankra nwuma kwa hodo bia wo oman mu nimpo wiase mansa nyina no wo man Ghana ya bie ya promoto ho se wo betimi du won sika be hyemu abie nwuma ama oman Ghana puntuo etimi akoso mampani nsemu a wode tu udwa ya na kire se national review report wo pa eho entoma ebi enie yentie se de okan.
Our approach now is to focus on 5 of the SDGs because of their multi-dimensional linkages. And so these 5 are 1, decent work, 2, basic education, 3, sanitation and hygiene, 4, energy efficiency, and 5, effective and strengthened institutions. These are not isolated targets. When a girl in Savannah gains access to clean water, school, and nutritious meals, she helps advance the 5 SDGs simultaneously. This intelligent prioritization reflects our alignment with the SDG transitions, the African Union's Agenda 2063, moonshots, and our medium-term national development policy framework. We're implementing an integrated national financing framework to align private and external financing, and also tapping into climate finance opportunities to expand our fiscal space and confronting illicit financial flows that deprive us of vital resources. The SDGs are not a job of government alone, and so I call on the private sector to go beyond just profit and embed sustainability in investments that you make in your labor practices and innovation strategies. Civil society organizations, I urge you to keep up the good work you're doing. Your activism ensures accountability and drives change. We ask our development partners for greater alignment with our national priorities and more substantial support for local institutions. Let us work together not in silos or through parallel systems, but in mutual respect and with lasting impact.
Way Ghana mampanyi His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ena yatene nkena wo wie yapeno ena senior advisor edema mampanyi yefa SDG goes ne ho a yewura Dr. ni Noy Thompson wono so ekasa ye ekire mu se nei ubowra mu ewo eye world ocean no emu a ekame se plastic waste ahodo bi adaneda etimi eboaboa no ekokogum wono eya na ehadwene pa wo kire mu SD SDGs report ebetodwa and wochire mu a dodo no a edoso pa be 250,000 tons ya no nyina ye plastic waste a abre na abre no ekogu eye Atlantic Ocean no emu a wochire mu a we eye ade a ebo ye nka ye se yehwe na ye pe kwan pa ye befa so na sa ne mani nyina no yetimi akoatia.
An estimated 250,000 tons of plastic waste is dumped into the Atlantic Ocean annually. We need to do better than that. And then we have modest improvement on the World Ocean Health Index, OHI score, from 63.25 to 65 out of 100. So a bit of a progress there, but there's still a lot that can be done, especially under the issue of sanitation. Currently, our approach to sanitation is how to build more facilities to process waste. But the better, not the better, but a complementary approach is also how to minimize waste generation in the first place. And this will call for massive public education. Currently, if you go to any restaurant and you order takeaway, you are automatically given plastic forks and spoons and tissue. And I always have to beg them, please keep them. We don't need them. We're taking the food home. We have forks and so forth. Even kenke, I noticed that kenke is now being wrapped in plastic. So it looks like while the world is going this way, we are going completely in the opposite direction. So I can assure you that we have all this on our radar. We are going to launch an ambitious public education program because there are 3 dimensions to the sanitation problem that sometimes we forget. We have the structural part of the sanitation. And I've always said that as long as we build open gutters, there will be choked gutters. So the proper thing to do is to think long-term and begin to cover the gutters. It's simple. Every country you go to, if you go to South Africa, you see the sidewalks at an angle like this. They also used to have open gutters and they cover them. So that's the structural part. As long as we build open gutters, we will have choked gutters.
Dr. Ni Moy Thompson and Adishmama Yate Nenkainti washer plastic waste ahodoa rubber dane da ya na ekobɔ dumping Atlantic Ocean ni mu a ya na ha dwene pa enya honko ba Ghana ha se ya wo kyerɛ mu a ye ngata sa ahodoɔ miamia ahodoɔ se ne bola pa rubber gye aboso ne pokra na yu kɔtɔ aduane a kenke dɔkono yi na ye de rubber yi bi afa ho o kyerɛ mu a ne nyina yade a ha dwene na ekutie ya pomudin a mbere kwana ni mo no e wo se ye ho nkyerɛkyerɛ e de ma Ghana fo na ye so yete ase yie na
Saji Mekro na aseno ena Ghana man pani Yera John Dramani Mahamadi atu dwa se brana so se mensi assembly se ne behwese se koba so obi ba aba beje permit ya wodi kosi dan na wodi kosi atena ye bia no a e wo se hwe ne nkrata mu hwese atena na wo kosi de sebe o wa jana bia e wo sa atena ni mu ansa ne amana kwanya ama sa dan kro na se facility kro no apeja e de si wo esan so my Ghana ya bre ne sebe shepete ya nkrofo ye eto petepete e miamia hodo ama ne ufa miamia hodo ba bia kan esan se wo yo kotimi hwe nyame anim si adankora kama no ode ama han na nso ba bia sebe enkrofo ebe ye wo ho yie no obehwe bi ni ho entiade a chia no pe obekọ public toilet bia sebe ye wo ba bi ni abodom pem se yie san se obi epe kwan na sebe wakwa kosiesie no ho o kira eye bibia emwa e wo ban ega na mo ntisi epese etwa open defecation ne yema hodo ete se mo no assemblies na so die no nti wo mo hwe se sa mra no ebetumi ayadwuma e wa bra wo mo pause report ho ntoma e na Ghana man pani wo de san se mitudwa.
It is unacceptable that in 2025, open defecation persists in parts of Ghana. This is not just a public health issue, it is a matter of dignity and equity. Our sanitation crisis is not caused by lack of knowledge, but by gaps in investment, enforcement, and community engagement. We must move decisively to eradicate this scourge. And when you talk of enforcement, all the district assemblies have in their bylaws that you can't get a building permit unless you provide sanitation and toilet facilities in the building. So how come people have to go out to, what do they call it, free range, you know? And the most disturbing thing is some people say they enjoy free range better because you get some air conditioning at your rear end, you know. And so the district assemblies must enforce their bylaws. Nobody should be able to build without sanitation facilities in the building.
Ghana man peniyera John Dramani Mahama enono ene ukobisa safo ya sabe obekọ montene so na wo makọ fechire wo mo ba bi edwamu a wo so ya nem frama papa bi efefa ho ne ukọ yempo ano krada ya na ahomete kra wo so ho no ya nem frama ne sebe ebo ase ho sa no ya na kama on se braso se sa ne ma no wo si etwamu wo ntumi nya sika nsi dan na won kasa agya bia na sa ba bi ebesiesie ho de wa nya bi wom enti no obi enkochini nkọpe ba bi na onye no hu yie sa ne ma ne yatwam enti assembly se ne mu wadwuma kese na Ghana man panin kasa ye ni mu na no kire se na no wote se Ghana AIDS Commission kire se ne se yesese HIV fofra wo ma record ya ekọ na nim papa na doso na wo hwemu amabunu pa ensusu wo mabunu no so ye paamu a ma ne doso eche mema no kire bibi emu ehu pa ye no so wo se hwe na yetu ho na ma wo eno so Ghana man panin se mo kafa ho ni.
We're also alarmed by the rising HIV rates, especially amongst our young people. This points to a failure in communications, stigma, and limited access to sexual health education. We need a bold, youth-led national conversation on prevention supported by our schools, by our health workers, our parents, and the media. Prevention is essential, but empowerment is the key.
Ghana man peniyera John Dramani Mahama ene tis so den semi etu dwa bra sustainable development goals whole voluntary national reports na ye pa ho entoma ena sansemi na wohwegui
yet one samno so na yakọ yenim na se no man Ghana ban yakọ jisika yes somobo $30 million we no eye grant ya a free Chinese aban no enche ya aban ni kirebu a oboram of flamantemu a aflawo market no anasa aflawo dwakese no wo de babeboa ahyemu kana apeja ama agina na so na ye ka modern market ya enei ukwa flower wo mo anya bi ewo ho na wosoafo ye ohwe man Ghana ene ama hodo entam kitawde sensam so wo nyamfo samoku jetwa blackwa ya wo ye North Home Rashemedwani wono ena wo de sansem ya betudwa ene ye ukọ ne Twitter page so a wo de akoto won mo kesepa ya wo chese we ya na montu anase bohye bia Ghana man panyi His Excellency John Dramani Mahama sha de hye ya wo mo ewo from mantemu wabre ya na wo bontoa ewo mai emu abre ya na ye boaboy ho ababeto aba enti we ye bohya wo hye ya se no wadi ne bohye so a wonensa akasa sika na so man no yensa akasika bia esumbose ya wode ekwakosi sa edwa kese no na wosa na monto yi eho no yenkwa homa so na yenkonkodi mu enkomo yenya Dr. Alexander Amobafo ewa homa ne so wo ye economist ye ka economy ni mu nsem a wabene wo mu pa ye ne no eni nkomo emfasa ensem we eho mira otime nka me mo ajo emo akwaba ebo ye Kasiebo iso enwumre
ya ne
me gidi se wo mpombo kode
na me ade me ho ye pa na so
me so me ho ye pa dogwa daroma enwumre ye fra wa na kire se aban no nyamia ya adoma ma ne nsaka sika be $30 million a weni ye grant ya a free Chinese aban ne nchen yo kire mu a aflawo market no wo de ba be hwe aboa peja ameja na so na ye ka modern market no a ehwo nso so wo mu enya bi na wakoye obi a wabene ewo economy ene emu nsam yi wo hwe sa na monto yi a ususu se ne kwan so ano no ebetimi aboa ma dwadie mu nsam ejina ne na so.
Yeah, Obama do asibibre said me ramma kuna 704 no ahefo nkasa. I think say Ghana today e dey na me kasa. Ya today kese say ye yonkofa ye ne China. Nam so ama China ban adisia sky say 30 million abasi enfrensiga. O man penye so de siga ma prawo. I think say beboa amadwadie akoso aprawo. So be ha aprawo ne Togo share so hono dwadie koso pa enisa ehyewe no ebeboa ma edwa ekoso hono nso emu ayekana dodo na mpepi omomu ewi hono nso so ebekide emabama ehia adore boda na no nyina no edwadie akoso ama ehia no ase etu mpepi no grant say ba eboa omaino eboa abano because si kanka abana de no budget obeyise no budget mu na bia wadi akozisa adwano ama bia aprawofu ana ekufufu no this can be me a channel ko different place and a different part of the country na akoye adfufura ma Ghana so the etumpon enti umabwa ama saa no mai say the abwa Ghana nkonkan ene Ghana hyehyɛ
ni say no the can say sustainability no betimi agina ne na so say nsem bi say yatete bi pen abanda da bi etwa mu ko ye bekọ gisika yesi ye de ye bibi ebekọ wi akire ye hunu de etire bekọ akosie ususu say yaba aba ne say no betimi akronkan say de aban no ehwehwe no
be konkan I think say I said that ye nyina so no say titiri media no so men me o se mo trip kwantre anambo kwampon ekohwe de aban na ye nam sa nhye so the be ya mo so be inform Ghana fo nyama umaye so far the gidi Ghana fo nya wa ba we mu na ten say sonko na I'm hoping say o man panyin so ebe gidi na ye wo ni mu no on da Ghana fo ye kobeka so be bia obe ma Ghana tumpon so better
dogo ya beda ase yanya widi yemfa ebo baako enkum no mamienu na asem baako so abeda bedwasre de ne se aban dia tudwa wo che se one district one factory say de ani hobiem wo mu atwam esign 24-hour economy ya wode aban ntina eba be hyanan na aboa ma enwuma se no bi be kwa nopa ebi be kwa wi bi be kwa najo nom ni ade na osoafo a wo hwe o man Ghana dwade ni enfididwuma so ene de san semi abetudwa saa na motu yi say 1D 1F aban say we ye free ho 24-hour economy eba be hyanan no uhunu sen
I think say na akwemu so we hwe aban no manifesto mu na o say we 24-hour economy beba na 24-hour economy na aban na hwe say enyumanyuma empo be koso na ni ones abem na Ghana fo nyina de enya adwuma ye na hwe botaye so na si 1F 1 district 1 factory ni so a ene 24-hour economy no ese enti aban ntimi run two programs at the same time strategically no aban be hwe say ni sika kaka wo no obe channel through the policy na de wade aba no nempo enyuma na wo 1 district 1 district 1 factory na so no ni nyina be 24-hour economy no na abaya hwe say sika obe spend no oni nyansem no one say no na botaye opese 24-hour economy ni achieve no what their first paper now watching. I think that this is being a strategic policy of my government no na wo hwe say ade bi e be twindwa na kwan bia wo ye fro enti ye hwe ni mu say obehwa obai we minister wo hwe obehwe nyuma ne agro businesses so no no ebe boa ma industry say wo sa 1D 1F no nyina so de etumpon enti so kaso watwam a na enye se bia wo yi say enyumadi ekoso no nyina bia enkoso bio ebe koso ba ni nyina be koso under the 24-hour economy na enkoye say ye of different set of government yeah mo hwe no so na 24-hour economy so e ba say be duplication be ma government as is ka be nti na me hwe say ni nyansem no wayi 1D 1F ni for no de nyina be share 24-hour economy nti ye bon pa say policy abana aye ye nyina be sum na fa na ntuma pa efra
na dog wants to say yes 1 district 1 factory nei wukọ district bia mu a ye benya factory e wo honom na nunu mo mu beboa ama nwuma na busu na yes ye yes 24-hour economy no a eno so aba be ka ho na timi adimu
ana meka no se botaye 24-hour economy teze enwuma e be ye adwuma da mfa fa no pa tu enumere tu na de tie enyuma wo 1D 1F no ye wo de yemu se ye mo contemporary yemu se on suppose faso Ghana for ye hu asumsun saya na bit magase MPP no obi ko bit magase bi ni ho because ye nyanya impact but under the 24-hour economy na ba be share the same enyuma mu obe shemu kana na implement nya production ama de no sa before say obe shemu kana no ebe run 24-hour ama manfo na adwuma ye na impo impact a person nyuma having on the economy equity jobs no ye nyina yenya
me hwe bibi se aban ye twa mu kwaye bosha wo hye Ghana for senka district bia benya factory ba kono saa na monto no wantimi anye eni ntina ban ne ba ye no wo ye free ho e de saa 24-hour economy ababesha na enye ne sentia
me giri se atosin bibire tina me busa bibi se Yen say minimum ni impact na impo and obusa Ghana ni bi say 1 day 1 F no so aso ya yentimi nya bibi pote nya de enkyere but abawe ni gidi say tanyuma say abana start you one start you enyuma efidibima ewo district nya no obehwe no ahyemu kana na mpo mu production o mai no around the clock na Ghana fo nya adwuma e na adentu puntu papa abre na yenyina ye hu ne impact na enkoye say 1 day 1 F I buy that so at to ye hu de ade abre o mai no
dog ye hwe ye koye nimu no hwe san hye ye aban ede be ya wo futuo bi a na adwenkyere bi a wo de tudwa betimi aboa ama eniama timi akoye nimu
me gidi say 24-hour economy no policy bi I think say aban hwe na wo de normal to na kwan mu say de wo kire no pepepa Ghana fo nyina benya so mfaso na eba ye no so no ekoku bebre ayu muti threat ene aban mfaso nye in fact industries ababon things aban fa incentives ana omu fa enomengu akwan mu trebe yo mu betimi ahen ha mu betimi abedwone enti sambe na aban also ye asutie na koku ensemo mu dikigwa no engagement be koso ye na aban no afamu aba na de be si na akwan bia no wahwe no ade atuye na uhwe mutitra amount for company much about energy I don't dey 24-hour come ye nim say ade sa na esumaba kwa be na aba be fa so en kan na be susu da bia eno no so aban etina sopam na wohwe ne ye se de be en kan na betumi agina so na emponyimanyuma so anya bi anadwena de aye anahwe anadwo so adwuma so a security so ya ade a ho hia ye aban behwe na impo se na minim as police do aye wo memu se abade meye more recruitment se de be ya be Ghana mamu be bo security service no be bo ho ban 24 hours se de be ya obi a be nya asumtwe na term bi a betimi asori se impo wo kwa adwuma abra emphasis so bon e bi aba enti aban engagement e okoso na aban fa na so nto fom na wonhwe na bibesi akwan bia no onyi fi ho
dog yabada se ya fra wo woje yen so anwumre yada se pa ene obre
yada se be so mama kuna
Adishimama pani enu edi enkomoyi eye Dr. Alexander Amobafo ye ka economy ni emunsemu a wabene pa na wote se ye ne no etwetwe enkomoyi
Adishimama yebetwa Kasiebo no so ne akoyanim akọ ensem ne fofo emuna enra ne yete nsem bi ahyase ya enenam social media so ene miamia hodo ne nyina yese na no United Nations nkita odie bi a won mekodi ye na LGBTQ+ ho abato bi baye ewi eche ye wo so maga ne yeto bi e wo sa council hye na ase ne ga ne atwe ho agina nchen ye ntumi anto sa ba ne bi na no ne ma nkrofo bi hyase kika ese ya baya wote adwa so ye be kaya wa bra wo mu opposition wo mani bre pa esesebe sa LGBTQ+ o maga ne ebule ne chie yenso so kra ne ade enti se mwakwa akodu United Nations ni yeto ho abade a enka wose mojigina mu na motobie ene ensem ne ba Ghana fo wo matu ne sere ne abasa pa ya nya asem ketwa na no asoafo ya ohwe Ghana ya mana ne ene ho ensensem so yira okuja to ablakwa wacheche mu dia che se enye se bia yekoto abase o wan na LGBTQI o mai be na tumu na wesi o meme de I ene no de bi enye sa ne koyeye na wo aba wo mokoto ye no na ye specifics specifics no say be say independent expert bi ho asem ne ho abato entinye say be say why na support e na Ghana esi ayi ho agina nche na say the era okujeto black wacheche mu ni.
I would urge the media to independently obtain what the vote was about at yesterday's Human Rights Council meeting. There was no vote on support for LGBTQI, no vote. The ministry is issuing a statement, and we shall be quoting copiously, very clear terms, the exact question as was put at the meeting, so that you can also independently verify. And it is clear that there was no vote on support for LGBTQI, whether you are for LGBTQI or you are against. If that was the vote, you can be assured that Ghana will have voted clearly against, because that is our position. We do not support that practice. And President Mahama has made it very clear that it will not be on his watch that he will support or his government will endorse.
Usia hero Samuel Okudia to black wa woni eso afọ ye ohwegani amana ne ho nsensem so ne yete so de sanse mi tu dwanchemu ni etiawa o se aba won mokoto ye no na enye se ye to aba se hwan ne support LGBTQ no ana se hwan ne support ye na emom wo mo expert bi no a wo mo council no emu a wo mo de nkita ho no ebra ye de ama wo mo tena no ena na ye to aba se ye ma won mo nto aso ye mfansi ana so kra ne ye kwa ni mo no nsakra be ne ade no mo eye ho abato e no mokoto ye nti obesre Ghana Central for sensem ne yenuaduemu na abato poten no a enti amene nsem ne nam na Ghana ya anya ntum ne yehunu esan se Ghana ma mpani Yera John Dramani Muhammad ye sa LGBTQ+ no wonso so ne position no sa nso no aswe ne su position ye se ya nyi ntum enti enkonko baba bia ase ekoto aba bia tesa na o ma Ghana ye beka se ye yi ho afirimu asesa ye position e wo sa ekwan no eso
na wasofo ya wono eno hwe oman Ghana yamandwe eso yorumunyamfo Muntaka Mubarak Mohammed wode atudwa ya wosese Narcotics Control Commission yeka womobambo animu nsem anasempo oman security agencies ahodo bambo no a wose yede wono eka hom esan se wohwe wonjumadi a wodi woman emu a ebini se wone a wonam kwampone so edi enubone hudwa anasempo wodi nubone hudwa woman emu no nakokofo asudie ne se wobetimi ahwese saafo ne nyina wobetimi atu won mu asesa ene wone a wonum nu bone bonsam tawai bi ntampe ene de eka ho red no wo mo boa ekutia pa nanso etode ka me se yeka wo mo bambo ne ade no a eya na atosini pa enti yeka wo mayi security agencies no a enka yenhwe mmeranimu na yemfa na kokofo enka ho bisane ye ne wo mo kwa wo mutimi sampa yeka security no a wo mo soso wo mo eka ho na wo mo ko outia enubone ewo omaimu a atimi awiemudie wode sansem wo nyina atudwa ewo man Ghana mrahye bedwafie.
The robust mandate and powers conferred on Narcotics Control Commission in performance of its function in accordance with the provisions of the Narcotics Control Commissions Act 2020, Act 1019, the exclusion of Narcotics Control Commission from the Security and Intelligence Agency Act 2020, Act 1030, Mr. Speaker, could only be an oversight that must be urgently corrected. Therefore, as Act 1030 is being reviewed, Narcotics Control Commission cannot be left on the periphery, hence the need for the reclassification of Narcotics Control Commission as a security agency whose inclusion into the Security and Intelligence Agency Act is not a matter of convenience, but one that is regarded as a national security imperative. Consequently, as the Sector Minister, I have made essential recommendations for Narcotics Control Commission to be considered as part of the proposed amendment to the provisions in the Act 1019 to be in tandem with provision in the Security and Intelligence Agency Act under review and in line with international best practices. Additionally, similar recommendations have been made to the Constitutional Review Committee to have narcotics control explicitly cited in the Constitution as a state security agency. The primacy of this agenda is key to the realization of the mandate of the agency. Unfortunately, the current exclusion undermines its operational capacity, especially in confronting increasingly sophisticated drug networks.
Way ayon mwenyafo Muntaka Mubarak Mohammed ena yetini nkanya wasese Security and Intelligence Agencies Act 2020 no yenhwe na yenyensa cha yahudo ewom se na be ya ye kan na kokofo ho asem a yedo mbeka oman security agencies ho ewo man emunanu achi no wo kyerese ene wo ko ye airport ani titru kotoka wiem hyengina bia etoda ya na ye ni wusem ya sefesem de oman Ghana ye se ne enubone aba be pie onum se tam be America krani ya yɛte dodo na ɛwɔ yɛsom ɛre wɔkyɛ sɛ hɔnom bambɔ no wɔsi etimu yiri mu kete kwan yɛ betumi afa soɔ na wɔman yɛ airport ahodoɔ yɛbɔ hɔnom ban na nkɔba sɛ nubɔne ahodoɔ dane da ebetumi abepie mu ɛwɔ hɔ no wɔsi yɛyɛ na yɛhwɛ saa entotoyɛ no.
Also for aligning Ghana's counter-narcotic effort with international best practice in airport security and trade facilitation. Furthermore, Mr. Speaker, given the global security implication of narcotics trafficking, the Ministry, in collaboration with the Narcotics Control Commission, are actively engaging both local and international partners to mobilize additional donor support to expedite the procurement and deployment of these scanners. This intervention points to the urgency with which the government and Narcotics Control Commission are poised to achieving effective fight against drug trafficking at our airports, and therefore demand the immediate replacement of outdated and non-functional scanners with modern detection technology. But what we are doing in the interim is that we are using these sniffer dogs, and each time we see substance that looks like drug, we try to get it to laboratories to test for its for confirmation or otherwise. So yes, I know that having the scanner at the airport would have been an excellent one, but because of this challenge, we are currently using sniffer dogs, the tracking and what do you call it, security, because it is so important, not just for only narcotics, people who are smuggling gold and smuggling other things that are not supposed to be smuggled at the airport.
Wey ayon wanyafo muntaka Mubarak Mohammed wasofo yi ohwe man Ghana mandwe eso na yete nensam yi.
Yanto anwumeno ziabra Kasiebo no so na yenko eye omega na temu adwam na high court ko asetena ma application bi ya na nakua free ono ye MPP amanyuko ne candidate ya wo ne call 2024 wa Ablikuma of abato mpeso aso no wo de ekoto court anim se na no nkra bi free electoral commission ho ba ese nyame adom a wo kina chifia da ya oye rerun e wo 19 polling stations se wa Ablikuma of no enka court ni si ho kwan ma o mane maso ne e maso kina na atemu obi e na no General Bosmide Toso na High Court for be the bias say it was Electoral Commission near coalition. It was 62 polling stations. Commission wa be catch Ghana for say why na kwa kodrum yensano. Or my emphasis yensano nye jumane so application no and the court tena se no aboto agu chese de bi wontumi ensum na court ncheche mu a wode e baye temu afo ya wote adwa so Justice Ali Baba Bacha nensem wo kan na se wo Electoral Commissioner ya ma wo mandate constitutional mandate say wo mo ene hwema abato etimi ekoso ntisene wo mudi wo mudwuma se de be ya Ablikuma no fofo ebenya mrahye bedwani a ohun ne se etwa se yetwintwa wo manemo e wo mudwumade mu na sansem yi ene se abato no MPP force wo nkro ene se wo ebekone ne election watch force de wo manu atombi mark wosi akon wo na ye pani a wodi wo manem yemisa ese we de nka MPP for na enya wo asem a election watch for de nka mu sei mark da se anwumre se wo ne yakasa yo Kasiebo so. Yo na election watch for a top Panama pa MPP for Sabano woman kojina mumiento and as a momo dear was asem we mupana de he.
I'm never going to send I'm staying in your course so 2024 presidential and parliamentary elections. Yeah, Ablikuma North coalition at the maintenance white by commission into me and coalition and declare near with me a winner and persuasion. Now, MPP at the brim as another could be a quarter and go court a bit meeting injunction up to process also. And then and she has changed the Daniel Jumai Science. I say, you know, say electoral commission a constitutionally mandated body. The Junior Duke a power to be which may conduct now supervised election. And maybe on my electoral commission into me and yes, Edgeman. We also admit the fact that third 2024 general elections, not commissioning any and na a shame. And so many people, including civil society organizations and young company factors, take a CTI. But I thought that the MPP at the time would have supported that call. Unfortunately, Omo and Joanne. And understand that Yaka could do the Yaka could do. But what we are saying is that if electoral commission it decided on Combo and start 3 polling stations, no, then MPP na and Combo quarter na. It is one quarter there, I then and media commissions all and 19 police stations there, almost one more quarter. So with NPP, in as much as we admit the commissioner, I know Mojumayi, I call for the immediate resignation or suspension of Madam Jenmens and then a pound for them. In order to, improve multi-party democracy and then participatory democracy, the NPP should join the Blekumanot constituency elections. And the important thing is, enough for party interest, but for the people of Ablekuma to get representation in parliament. In the CEO, Santo Kofi, Lolobi, and Yakwafi, yeah, 4 solid years, many representation in parliament. It really the fairness and development. And I'm personally almost new representation in parliament. Meaning is a boy could be a member. And the MPP, I'm more than some generation. It's me a boy and get me to be a member.
Back argument ebinom so make say clearly wo ma yeti ase say electoral commission no omo adwuma no atosini wo ba bi che say ukogina parliament ehonom no eye a house of records na ukosai say asem a wo be ka no mrahye bedwam no ebe no kwasem na o ma mrahye bedwafo ni wiase nyina te ase say aka polling stations miensa pe ene wo say oto aba ana wo ye coalition wo ho na afi wudi nsunsuanso ni nyina eba now free parliament fie na be ka che say afi wo say ye rerun e wo 19 polling stations e wo say at least in Kebia wo ye consultation kakra said ye be ya afane afere nyina nti ase be ba so okay ya dia tom e se enkoye sa rerun no e wo 19 polling stations man ti ase enya adwuma onyi ni se enka said ye wo ka no ye the politics to nchen ya enke wo say ye hwane ye bibisa said be ya nke beboa ama ye ko elections enko ase ye de bufo na e ko sa rerun na bibi etisa
Manya kan no proper Urabos Mandaka Kujina, the House of Parliament na that no cross on Guacano. One cannot win about the Kumusana and Samwa. In as much as one can of Kreno does not also mean say Yanko ye a conduct elections the people of Ablikuma. Free polling stations are no more Kawasam. It be a normal visibility that we it is a normally comprehensive data to back whatever they wanted to do. Actually, Akwenya Banasoma identifies it is about 19 polling stations. And among that electoral commission for only 3 sheets on which we declare the winner of that particular constituency there. I think I'm a Mranama commission who can say one more and what they are doing, are constitutionally binded. One can create our parliament. By no son interest, young Konku Jinamian and son Twaba, Nan Konku Nimra. And you may believe that Yemina Jitu, na Yabaka Kotuabanima, Perperiaba, Nasumbiaba, Ama, Ablukuma for any representation. I think that I cannot answer.
As an election observer, no, Mohuni said this rerun na econo bibia beko kama ya yenkote bibi fufobia wechi no so de asembeba.
Mekoni, I think sir, the electoral commission one or Mukodi said, Manoka so Mukot, yeah, court show Mukonko coalition. Of course, the other argument is a court castle Munko coalition, that's a Banesen and the 19. I didn't know Mugina Soccer Coalition. When you don't have the PCs are a power result. So if they don't have it, then either we need to go back. They say a police phone yesterday, the IGP, touching on him. The former Nasra phone call. Na imedia Asha Commission is on Concodino. Omun Concodi. I'm Bamboni here. Na Minin is a baby, we back up for some second year, not about Bibia. Yini and I need a Kunkuma and I don't talk about the other side of the back. So, Ubia and Hosa, you're not in so the year man said this is a I think we would have a very peaceful election.
But your call is every Friday na MPP for and call election no emubia ebeyon.
In 1992, MPP decided to boycott the parliamentary election. but it's a so I say. And so some Amranama commission who can say young conquer to abide, they will definitely do it. We any new election. An election that one or two. And I maintain one say ST and so it's a continuous process. I believe that the NPC should join.
Yo, Mark, and you may not see what I just when you're near the income will be a bet shape you know, ebedi and yo, Mark, I will see a call or a penny one check for your election watch Ghana. Would you when was say, MPP among you couldn't say, we are back to and then tea a brand of summer for who she be near she. Sam Pat Sen couldn't be able to the one as if a time more brand of swan. Now, Mochidi for Aquacota, what you was our so.
Adishmama yet was so na ye dia seda amanyuma koi womo e na so yasene e wo Kasiebo e mo Spanish garlic mesha ne capsules no e ye drama pa we no ono mesha na me capsules na boatu ya de no asen tentem so na se atata wo Johnson tentem na se bia wo hono na ona se titriti arthritis e na ha wo no e ye Spanish garlic mesha e ne capsules e de bedu wa kagina mu enye na pharmacy shops out atwe ho hia Ghana ba bia no wo benya bia to open dodo mu dia wo be free 0266 114111 0266 ofra penifo beje so let's talk educational consult madam time bomb no wasi neyu person obaninya nimde e wo nwomasuamu dia na wo de na ba let's talk esan say preschool admission no koso wo gifree bosumi nsia kopim fiensia na fe so Saturday school no so eguso cost entrepreneurship reading writing personality development IT ni nyina wo mu kire training ni creativity consultancy any teacher training no what they call down let's talk of one more ebetete ewasa ekwan no so Teshinungwa estate Mango Street no obe lejokuku municipal assembly no obe fresh 0249 069821 0249 na 3p garlic mixture eye drama pa when eye garlic 100% and a woman son so e there 3p garlic mixture nti se wonya bi na se wonmu a eboa ema ohun sisi wo so wonam ya etu ase enu achi kura wo na ase otitriti ana kese amroso wafuaye kese abroso a na okope 3p garlic mixture ibi anonom ohun ebeto nya na pharmacy shops out ni nyina mbenya biato na emum ne diduo mu no na wa frɛ p work natural health for 0248 928824 and na fe 0201 000021 ofra 3p beje wo so power specialist herbal hospital was hepatitis no say ye BCA ni nyina wo to ase fatty liver anase bema prostate no aye kese ulcer fibroid and ha wo no now they akodan power specialist for sansa abaso body ani de bebrum empen kron wo magi bebre eti apomodin ne de wo ma bini ewo mu pa wo ewo jiri ka jiri ewo ho hebata mission so wo ho ma ni nyina ye numa pa wonya bi etimi boa ema onipadua no age na brand nro nya na ewo pharmacy shops ahodo ni emu na emomo power specialist for se from wo ahoma isu 0244 544442 and na fe 0200 383831 0555797878 ofra womo ebejo so Little George Health Shop say womo ewo tema community 5 in between Presbyterian Church any PV or bin runabout no ene ukwa Little George Health Shop ha edrobi apebia benya biato womo koa mesha ho koa plus mesha Dominion herbal powder Mr. Q vitamins minerals edrobiara de local any foreign one no fakodan womo na obenya bi ato obetimi afra homa wokɔ no ayra kwan a 0243 140213 0243 140213 ofra wobeju so Solar Natural Clinic so like for chere say wa opa wo bre obema oba bi ato sere so kidney yade liver anase bia onase tatai do achi kura no adwunso twamu yado ahodo bi na etete wo de kodan Solar Natural Clinic fo a wo mo bebo atu ase mo hye no so say laboratory test ahodo ni nyina scan ahodo ni nyina wo mo etwa bi ewo ho mo nkran ha ya kokomlemle wo ben have senior high school no fra homa 0553 932631 0553 932631 one of solar form ebejo so Ostic real estate just beje asasia mansu bia eni hunei se opebi ododo wa ayukuma anasa sebi do yumu afenya do wenya sha hills no ubenya asase ho kratasem no eja naso a mansu bia eni hu na odi ayo project bia na se dwumadie bia opese odi bia no ubetimi ahwe aye ne sa pepepe 0244 684069 and afa 0240933748 0266101406 ofra Ostic for bejo so Ruta natural product eye Ruta du papa ejina ne naso wamu Ruta misha ho malaria fever and etete wo 3D yade na jo oboso amachire se woje ohun anyi a kwane kope Ruta misha ne no ohun beto Ruta titanic wo ho eno ne typhoid fever dro prekope typhoid ne sha hekra no a ebetu ase Ruta life nso eboa ema efini kan wa ya dore ni padua no ehuru ni nyina efini padua nim emenya hoden mapa Ruta nre nya na Ghana ba bia pharmacy shop bia ben wo boramu ubenya biato and now the other phrase 0244 503443 0244 503443 ofra empenifo bejo so haxa mesha ene capsules no eye all satanfo utie na bodin a all sa hu a na kire se wo dwane eye haxa mesha ene capsules no enei all sa na jowa boso ma kire se duane to ye mo na wuwu ekomodi ukitu bi na wuwu ma all sa nyomo so kwana kope haxa mesha ne capsules CB eto enye na Ghana ha pharmacy shop biemu ubenya haxa mesha ene capsules ni bi ato na emo mo pendodo mu anase mu nchechemu bia no na wafre 0240 238310 and afa 0203 822855 ofra empenifo bejo so na haxa no ene dodo mu no wapebi ato ewie ye gina we so na ye twa ye ho anum X natural mineral water ba ye ba dodo no akachira ye de ebeto am so
na ede na aya obayi a oda forma so ne yafunu mu ni
oh Mr. Entry also yare ya titi be benfie pi nanso ne yam nyono da se me chew no ahodo amato a me hunu hwe a ebe ya nwanwa
menyi ni se what also tamfo haxa capsules any haxa mixture yanum bom kotia also no bia ma no anom anka ne ho ato no dadaada also drodi eno ani haxa capsules any haxa mixture
akom ni nchiremu
also yekura eto yafunu ene ensunu mu etuma wo yafunu ekeka wa wogire ho a enye also etumi ema wo ye cheko ebra wadidi awie so how eye also there compare haxa capsules any haxa mixture nanum bom na ho ebeto
pedudu atu a ko okanshi drug lane Kumasi Dani Herbal Takradi AA Mensa Anafre 02038228555 Apefo abatanya woma won mofra no fo ene mofra woni mfiedu mienu enka ho
Haxa capsules ene ne mixture
all satan for edie age edwadie nkrato yi atom.
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596 273 546 or 0596 273 547. This advert is FDA approved.
Yefemna na kwa me taxi driver na enkane na misisi eso misisi ama kame na to na twetweme binya 3p garlic mixer no aboa me pa
odunu asa miracle bi wadru no jese mafunu kra se di sia twimi anka se me humi esi so se me humi ana esi so obeka se dia bibi hye me so bi no na ye normal ni BP ne kuno ti prime sa 3 days ni na adona ka de nyankopon de ayi bia ho de chema ayi bi nya sam ketwa anam se we de me fro aka so na me fa nche me nkwane
me de abe fa 3 years ni na aka me gina ho a me na mu se shinya se me kwa me de ameko bia mu so much me duru da ba 3 years ni o temazi am ye maji se ne me jana Saya le nkum preko ene 4 days ana me koto 3 garlic mixture ni sama me kase yankupon no yam se ende ya me no kase me ho atomia me din wa me ntiase
3P garlic mixture ubenya bi wo mamu pharmaceutical shops and herbal shops Fred Piwak e 02489288824 and 020100002.
Welcome to AutoCheck Vehicle Diagnostic and Licensing Center.
I hear my car can be checked here without going to Accra.
Sure.
Emission, check.
Alignment, check.
Brakes, check.
Visit AutoChecks at Koforodia Aquadum Road for the roadworthiness of your vehicle, from saloon cars to heavy-duty industrial vehicles. Madam, your car is now ready for the road.
Thank you so much. AutoChecks. Check.
AutoChecks. Your safety, our priority.
Check. AutoChecks.
Ade. Timesisi. Etwefa meto ase ha. Ni kotodwe ade komene ase twetwe me fa me ntinim. Je meja ene mensem ye mo hyehyeehye na aye titiriti na me hu dia me nye
Chemeba. Kanena me hawanu no. Kosi se mishia joint fortis ene never life. Udompe ene waposo ye wo ya no etutu no. Joint fortis ene na ekwakoye mu atwuma na de atichima wo hobia no esesie no. Wuntini na emu ya wo ya etwetwon efiri wusisi edefa wo toase no wo nan ensem ehihyew ayetitiriti nedro ene never life. Joint fortis ene never life enu ane mahoto so
FDA ade dedie nkratoyi yi ato.
Ifo kra na menyisika edia ye mefui.
Ehin papa na menya bosia edia tre medjuma yimu.
Kai kra mabre mi ye bosia ato taxi fofo. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yema mwakwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ye won hyehyɛ ahodo bi te sɛ dwadifo abosia, ekuokuo abosia, susu account, and it does all savings account, me bada chain savings account, and the keka ho. Suhum Rural Bank was 03422919896. Now one so what to me aka say.
Suhum Rural Bank, ama ene mayeka una.
Suhum Rural Bank, entime pa minie.
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
Ghana, get ready to win big and live large with Mega Cash Lucky Box, the game where you could walk away with instant cash prizes. It's easy to play. Just dial *426*5# on all networks. Follow the prompt, pick a lucky box and reveal your cash prize. It's that simple. Win massive, up to 500,000 Ghana cedis. Don't miss your chance. Players all over Ghana are winning now.
I won!
What are you waiting for? Dial *426*5# or visit www.megacashluckybox.com and play on our web portal. The minimum to play is 5 Ghana cedis. Your lucky box could be holding that big cash prize. Mega Cash Lucky Box. Dial *426*5# and win instant cash today. Don't wait. Remember, terms and conditions apply and is NLA approved on the Caritas Lottery platform.
Messi Menanano. A group pass up at the Brabro, Tibedo.
As for me, I take very good care of my grandkids. Ye dear grow. Na yes, a do maybe crana. Me bano timide or maybe gumi so weekend. Hey, memre. I don't think I'm a catcher say. Yano medi garlic capsules. Posun na a basis so come. As I stand here, my doctor said my whole system has improved very well. Medi garlic capsules. Yes, Medi garlic capsules.
Medimosis garlic capsules. Boa mamoja dini paduani mu efurusani ye. Na esiesie oba ne barima mahona wodin. Ubenya edoi bi ato omanyi mu pharmacy store frey wo 050-349-4885. Edoi enye mamofra enye ndi mfie dumienu. Apemfo ene emma emanofo. Medimosis. Who ni how FDA ajidwe di nkra tuwe atum.
Adesima madam wase se ye kwaje nkratoa no atwe yam yakwa bana ene nkrakopon bedwa no wo ne ayawaso West Municipal Assembly no wo makabo mu se ukọ Accra mo mpotem ho no mu a enkrofo bi akosisi adankra bi asisi miam yahodo ha enko ye nche sa adankra ne na wo bedwira go ne Kasiebo ye didi so emu no nchemu no ankasa ene afoforo nka ye ka ho ye de beba ababesomo ne yemfa wonko edu herbal clinic atena ye ewo mankasi mba afi krom ye duru ho die na me fa nchia enko ma sister Kia asanwa nyame aduma July 28 ya ikosie maame ukuro mu pa ne mankesi mba afi kuro nti edu heba tran ho de woni mu ho pa na eni madwuma wo bo enso ho Dr. Edu ene na pamfo ho no mo wo ya wo mo nso bo ase de be ya pomde ho nsembe koye ne kra de wo de SMB test abadwama so we ye memedo tatahwe emema ne di ho adanse enso be ye be ma bo adwuma amia ma mo piafo be kona kwabra ne ye twafufu asinanim ne ye de enamwa peso e de tawa bo nsu ofaniti ho anya hweyo SMB test adanse ho emfaso nko a eno nti wo be ma ya agibinom na emwa Dr. Edu ba ha se de mema ne sirahye no egi se do no nya sem ketwa e wadwama so sanso ena stroke how or how be atete oni padua mu ne ya komankasi mba fi krom hana head office no ankasa wo ana odoko official town e wo kwashi ahienku street no so e ho so be hu o mecha kwa 02010442102010442221 no from 24 e beje so MTN the isem aba isem ne adwuma eya ne se wo ba bi na wo sa wo switch simsa afena na ubeyi battery ubeyi sim ebi kura ho awo sim no ba bi akohye je se okochini kopo obi asomade na ade abe wo fa no wayi na wasesa o ya na pressure ndoso ba isim ne de utimi switch no phone so ene opeso de to hase ya na ade ato ho pa na wade odwuma se de se e fata ntine fa ho hyembi na emwo MTN for kwa ene ma sa akonye se de be ya betumi akasa ewo wo sims ahodo ne nyina so na wadi nkita phone ba akopeu enso so wo sims ne bebre ya wo switch na odi edi juma di obeye ni dial star #06# star 06# enwano no e wo phone so ne hwese wo phone no o ye eligible se sa nhye ubetumi edi akoso na enwano no na afi wa download my MTN app no na wodo ho ahyembi ukọ wanim kra e wo sa nhye no ubetumi afre 100 ene MTN for wo mo e call line no ofra enchemu esafata bia ye de be ma medimosis di mfie aduasa ene eboa prostate se mo Ghana ha enti obi a wo prostate mu ha obi a no fada medimosis no mo a meyo e wo mpem wo boa eto ase awo ho ase papete ya de ne doso ba prostate di tatahwe enti akoho no mo a e wo prostate sense no emwadenta barrier woni prostate ni di hwe ne mu ASL building e wo Ghana Highway Authority yard ne mo ministries ubenya wo eje kojo one school for the deaf edi enhwe ne mo na kumasi ahene makokobe for 0244068447 0244068447 eno medimosis atran no mensa ka eguso ahena watwa ene twa na obedi ho wo de otewa ne abodro na afi uni anu mu dia na ate wona uni bia sisika emoja enti ye de sika said ye be ya wo didi a wa ba hu se wudidi na kɔ ho eno star 274 hash star 274 hash utwa na wadi hye no 5 Ghana cedi pe osimidi sikapudo nwumeko ya foforo bi ka ho no mo nyina abo abi anwumre ma ye de Kasiebo ye de ebesom waseda nkoma team ni nyina production crew so mo bobo echidom ma ye somo ena anwumre fear of fabia na adwa kwachewa any team ni boy echidom as producers anwumre ye besom MCR so director Rafo honem pamfo wo ho Abbas Mr Peter and afi Mr Neti omo nyina abo abi na ye somo Kofi the boy and afi Francis and so cameras yechi and wo mo gina ye give tea or say and ye makeup kama ma ye de ebesomo Facebook for messages in it doso ya na edomo too much ya mo fanche sebre no ya na aboetia ye ntimi fa mo messages ne ma medini amapoma chicheku enyumemene
da chehima akosia oforiwa amamfo yamamu nyina mu enisha edamos